So we're back out here this morning after the rain stopped. We've got Paco starting off this morning. Just kind of doing some more force fetch and hold conditioning with these pups. Paco and Lucy, they're actually two pups that are actually fixing to wind this up. They're doing so well. No pressure here. Fetch, hold. Here, come here. No pressure. Sit, hold. We're still having to reinforce with Paco. He kind of wants to hold his head down. He's kind of a slow going, easy dog. Hold. But he keeps a good grip on it. Give. Okay. Fetch. Hold. 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 So no pressure. He understands the fetch command well. He understands that he is supposed to fetch with some pressure. Give. Good. Fetch. Sit. And see how he picked it up like that? We still want him to pick it up in the middle. We're still trying to reinforce that. Come here. Hey. Hey. Here. Sit. Hold. Hold. Give. Good dog. Good. So yesterday we started using this training bumper. It's got a pheasant wing on it, and he's real interested in it. Fetch. See there? Here. 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 Anything with bird wings usually gets their drive up pretty good. Hold. See, he's holding his head up a lot better with this. Hold. Hold. Give. Good. Good. Fetch. Here. Good dog. Here. Sit. Hold. 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 Give. Good. Paco. Fetch. Here. And every time he picks it up on the edge, we center it up for him just to let him know he's supposed to hold it in the dead center. Here. Come here. Here. Come here. Here. Sit. Hold. Hold. Give. So what we're fixing to start with Paco is we're going to start doing what I call an inline drill, where we'll get him out on the ground and we'll line some bumpers up about anywhere from 3 to 5 feet apiece. We'll walk him up to him, tell him to fetch. He should reach down, pick the bumper up, sit down. We'll take it from him and we'll walk forward to the next. And then after that, we're going to start with force and fetch to pile and teach him how to run marks and get him good to go. Get right, buddy. Fetch. Good. Here. So this is Fred. I'll show y'all how Fred's doing. And all these pups are doing, look at him, he's ready to go. All these pups are doing real good. Some of them are a little bit slower than others. Not all dogs are going to learn the same. Good. And I also want to say, I think this lot of puppies is doing really, really well. Because we went back to using the tow hitch when we first got started. And it just made the force fetch a lot easier. Fred's muddy. We just had a rain here. Sit. Good dog, Fred. Good. Hey, fetch. Hold. He's not as eager. Hold. But this dog has some good form when he holds. That's what you want right there. Come here, Fred. Come here. Good dog. Here. Here. Sit. Give. Good boy. Good. Good. We hadn't started working with him yet on picking stuff up off the table. We're getting there. He's a little bit slower learning. Fetch, hold, good. And notice I've got a collar on them, but I'm not using any pressure. They've already associated with pressure, whether it be the tow hitch or with the e-collar, to fetch. So they've learned what the fetch command means. And utilizing the tow hitch, hold, utilizing the tow hitch in the beginning, like I said, made the transition a lot easier for them with the e-collar. we did not have to use a whole lot of stimulation doing the force fetch section with an e-collar. Hold. Hold. Come here. Come here. Good. Here. Here. Sit. Sit. Hold. Yeah. Good dog. And we're still just using our PVC pipe, our paint roller. We've got some bumpers we're using now. And we've still got our dowel with our blocks of wood. Fetch. Fetch. Hold. He's still kind of getting used to the bumper. It's got a little bit different texture than anything else, and it's just something new. Hold. Good. Hold. He's got a good grip on it. And he moves pretty well with it. Come here, Fred. Come here. Good. Here. Sit. And I'm not moving them a whole bunch on this table, just enough to get them moving. Hold. Right like that. To make sure they understand. Hold it until I give them the command. Give. Now some folks use give. Some folks use dead, meaning that the bird is dead, you're done with it. I just teach give around here because that's how I learned it. But you can teach your dog anyway. You can teach it dead, give, release, any command you want to teach them, but be consistent with it. What I use dead for, or dead bird, is when I'm teaching a dog to run a blind, I'm telling them dead bird, like there's a dead bird out there somewhere, you need to go find it. Hey, Fred. And I do believe this is the first time he's had a winged bumper on the table. Fetch, fetch, and it is, because he's a little apprehensive to take it. Good. Here, here. And we've got some ducks in the freezer. No, no, sir, no. So when he does that, fetch, no, fetch, hold. You immediately want to get him to take it again. Sit, sit. And we've got some ducks in the freezer left over from last season that we used ducks during force fetch towards the end of it. But this is a good precursor to use before you start using birds. Just a soft canvas bumper with a wing tied around it. Hold. Hold. Come here, Fred. Fred, come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Sit. Just wanted to get him moving again. Sit. 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 Hold. Give. Good. Just a little bit different for him. Good dog. So Fred's coming along pretty good. He's a little bit slower than some of the rest of them, but he's getting solid on it. I would rather have a slower, solid dog than a speedy dog that sometimes will make mistakes. They get running too fast. We've got one like that, Sally. She'll be coming back at you real fast, just playing with bumpers, and she'll drop it right before she gets to you. And we're working with her on keeping it here on the hold table. Good dog. So this is Lucy. I know we've done a lot of videos with Lucy. I'm just doing one with all the rest of the puppies this morning. You can see this dog right here. She is real excited. Sit. Sit. Now Lucy's doing real good, but Lucy's one of those dogs where she's got to control her excitement. Sit. Sit. Fetch. Hold. 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 Come here. Come here. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Hold. Give. Good girl. So Lucy is doing extremely well with this. Her and Paco are probably the two that are fixing to leave the table and start working on other things. No, no. Now sit. She already wants it. And notice I'm not using any pressure. Like I said earlier, these dogs have associated. Hey, fetch. The fetch command. Hold. Hold. Now, if Lucy had one training tool she does not think a whole lot about is going to be this piece of PVC pipe. Hold. Here. 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 Sit. Hey. Hey. Here. Sit. 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 Give. And this is just something to sit. Sit. And this is just something good to use. No ma'am. Here. 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 Sit. 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 She's a little Miss Independent. She's wanting to sniff all over the table after that rain we just had. What I was saying about this piece of PVC pipe is something really good to use because it's slick. And it teaches them to keep a good grip on something. But yet not bite down super, super, super hard. She wants this. No ma'am, ma'am. Fetch, hold. And if you'll notice, sit, here, sit. We kind of got to keep her reined in. Sit, give. If you'll notice, as soon as she takes something from me, she immediately starts walking the table. She understands what we're doing. Sit, sit, fetch, hold, hold. Come on. Here. Here. Sit. Hey, here. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Give. Now, Lucy's got a lot of drive. She's really excited. No ma'am. No ma'am. Fetch. Fetch. Hold. Hold. Come here. Sit. 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 She's still getting used to this training bumper. It's little ridges in it she's not crazy about. No. Hold. Hold. Give. Girl. Good. Fetch. Hold. Here. Sit. 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 Give. And one thing I do when I want to start teaching a dog how to reach down and pick something up. Hey. Fetch. I hold it down low for them. Sit. Sit. And she is hard-headed. Sit. Hold. Give. Good girl. She's just got to get her excitement under control, and she'll get there. I mean, she's still a pup. She's only like 8 months old. So she's still young, but she's doing great. So this is Sally. Sally is actually Paco's sister and litter mate, just like Fred and Lucy. They're brother and sister and litter mate. And I'm going to work with her a little bit this morning. Now, she is the only pup that we have, and all these pups are about 8 months old, just a smidge over 8 months old. Sally is the only one out of all of them that we're still having to give pressure on the collar. We're still doing force fetch with her. The other three are doing real good. They understand the fetch command. We don't really have to utilize any pressure for that. They've all moved on to bumpers and feathered bumpers and whatnot. But right now with Sally, we're still working with a paint roller and the dowel and the piece of PVC pipe. And there's nothing wrong with that. All dogs pick up stuff at different speeds. And she's a quick dog. She will pick up fun bumpers that we throw for her. She will drop them when she gets to you. We're working that out right now. So we're just going to work with her a little bit this morning. I've got my e-collar on, some stimulation level 2. And see, she knows, she's kind of anticipating it, but she's not scared of it. She just don't really want to get started. I'll grab her by the collar. Fetch. Oh, good girl. And as soon as she opens her mouth and takes the object, I'm going to release pressure. Hold. And I want to use the smallest amount of pressure to get the biggest result. And that's where, here, like I said just a little while ago, here, sit, That's where the tow hitch came into play. We started back using it with these pups, and it just made the transition so much easier. Give. Girl. So notice how she was moving real choppy on the table. She wasn't really moving all that smooth, but she was moving. That's what we're looking for. Here, sit. We're looking at getting them moving so they learn to hold it in their mouth while they're moving. Okay. Fetch. Hold. Good girl. Good. Hold. And she's got a good grip on this. She holds stuff fairly well. She wants to keep her head down a little bit. Here. What we do with that, sit, give. This right here really benefits her. Come here. Sit. Sit. Fetch. Hold. Good girl. Hold. This kind of gives her some weight, so she has to hold her head up. No. No. Hold. Hold. She's figuring it out. Hold. Hold. She's still got a good grip on it. Even though she's got a good grip on it, you still don't want her to drop her head like that, because she'll be apt to open her mouth and just let it go. Sit. Hold. 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 Give. Just want her to hold her head level for a split second. Good girl. Good girl. Fetch. Fetch. Hold. 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 See? See how she's not dropping her head? She's still holding it level. Give. Good girl. That's where this comes into play and benefits dogs like her the most. Teaches them just to hold their head up. Girl. Well, we're going to do a few more reps with Sally and put her up. And I'll pull them back out again this evening. Sit, sit, sit. And just keep working with them and press them on to the next level. All right. Fetch. Hold. Good girl.